My name is Kenneth Wohlers. I'm a part owner of Timengo and working as a principal consultant here in the company. We are 25 consultants, mainly working with Microsoft technologies, primarily around messaging, Office 365, cloud technologies, security, and a lot of things around that space, like mail archiving, handling of PST files, security settings for people. And we do a lot of Office 365 projects where we take people from their on-premise Exchange or Lotus Notes, move them to Office 365, help them to get set up, help them work with Office 365. First of all, C2C came to our knowledge based on a project we're doing with one of our large enterprise customers, pharmaceuticals, where we needed a mail archive. Then we contacted Gartner, who we had a session with, a phone conference with, and they told us that C2C were the best bet, doing mail archiving as an on-premise solution. And from there on, I took contact with to C2C, and now we are doing some different projects with them on our mail archiving and also on their PST Enterprise tool. We have a customer where they discovered they had a large problem with the PST files, actually around 40 terabytes of PST files on their network that they couldn't handle, and they didn't know about what were in those PST files. And this company is required by law to have a lot of control of data, also because it's a global company, and those 40 terabytes were under no circumstances under control. So we took the PST Enterprise tool from C2C, and we scanned all the network, found all the PST files, moved them to a central location. It's now in process of putting them into an archive so they can do e-discovery, data leak protection, and these features around it. So instead of them using 3 to 4 months on finding data, it will now take them 5, 10, 20 minutes. So that is a huge savings in cost and man hours for the company. The amount of data is, I cannot imagine how much it is, but it is extraordinary. You will not believe the amount if you could count. You just take 10 big companies, I would guess there will be petabytes of PST data lying around, really big size data. IT knows about this, but because of the nature of PST files, they say, okay, we know it is there, but we don't want to do anything about it because we have a lot of other exciting things to do. So they just leave it there and doesn't say anything. And also it's not sexy to work with PST files. It's actually pretty boring, but it has to be done. We find a lot of people storing their PST locally on their laptops or desktop or what they're using. And it can be quite a hassle to discover those PST files. And so that is a concern to work with. And so that is one of the things that we see a lot. But the tools that we are using, PST Enterprise, actually are capable of discovering and find these PST files. And also, if you have like a desktop that is shared by many people, it can determine which PST files is owned by which people. So that is really good. So without the tool, you will never stand a chance of handling this. We had a customer who came to us with a big problem. They were in a court of law. They had a former sales executive who had made some deals that was not compliant with the company's internal rules. And they came to us and said, can you help us get the data out so we can actually present that in the court of law? And we did that, and here we actually did a little bit the other way around, because we took the data out of the backup, put it into a PST file, and then took the PST file to the customer, and then they imported that and got the data and actually won the case. Saved them a huge amount of money.